There are two plays right at the end of the half. The first one is what's called unnecessary roughness or roughing the passer, where Sue just knocks him down, okay? But it was also called grounding, so it was offsetting penalties. But Sue just knocks Aaron down. And you don't think he got a big kick out of that one?
Of course he did.
And talked to Aaron about that one. And then here's the end of the half. That's the last play of the half when they just kneeled out the clock after that one, just let the clock run out. And Sue sacked him. And Sue is giving him hell on this one.
Yeah. Them big D linemen, Skip, you done made me run all the way over here. I'm going to push you. I ain't finna run over here and run by you.
Okay, so I'm sure he's talking Hingle McCringleberry on that one, too. And I wish Sue had done the McCringleberry.
Come on, man. Okay.
Yeah, that would have really made me happy. Okay, now we get to what you talked about. So after the game, Aaron Rodgers says that this is on that same show that we just saw, the
Pat McAfee
show. Okay, so this is 2 days after the game. He's talking about how I thought we were going to have a conversation after the game. I have no idea how Aaron got that in his head.
Skip, like I said, I think before all this transpired, there might have been some communication between Aaron and Sue that led him, because he's like, something got lost, because it seemed like they had a conversation. No matter how brief it was, Aaron was thinking one thing, well, you know, at the end of the game winding down, hey, man, you know what?
Okay, this is how he put it in the context. He said, hey, I'm old, you're old, let's talk some things out. Like, we've been doing this for 10 years.
Right.
Let's, as he said, bury the hatchet.
Right.
Okay, you did this for a long time. You know and I know that after football games, especially when an undefeated team has just lost 38-10,
right,
you're probably not going to have a conversation on the field after the game of that magnitude.
Right.
That's a sit-down. That's at least a phone call conversation. It's probably better off-season conversation where you see him at an event, a golf tournament or something, and you can go have a beer. I don't know. Right?
Right.
And the odds of, he said, I don't know what happened. I couldn't find him after the game. You couldn't find him after the game? What hatchet were you going to bury? How long on the field after the game? Obviously, during a pandemic, that's the first issue. But what are you going to talk through with an enemy of yours that's going to help bury that hatchet? Seriously.
Well, like I said, Skip, I think maybe at some point in time that Aaron had a brief conversation. Hey, Sue, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Hey. Maybe, I don't know, Skip, I don't know. I mean, quarterbacks having a conversation and defensive players having a conversation, I don't get it. Skip, let me tell you. I went through a very similar situation with a very good friend of mine. We used to work out together. We used to hang out together, Derek Thomas. And some incident happened on the Monday night.
By the way, for those who don't remember, he was a great player.
He was a great player. No, very few people have been able to bend the corner like DT.
Yep.
And some things were said and some things transpired. And
he played for the Chiefs.
He played for the Chiefs, our division rival. At that point in time, Skip, John didn't play. We were undefeated. Bubby Brister came in, and we ended up beating him, I think, 30 to nothing, something like that. But late in the ball game, some things got said, and some personal fouls started happening. And, you know, I was thinking about, say, you know what, Shannon? You didn't have to do what you did. Things could have been handled a different way. So they're going to come play us in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Skip. I said, I didn't reach out to him or anything. They're stretching on the field. I run up to him. He's standing up. I put my arms around him. I say, DT, said what I said. He didn't want any parts of it. But, Skip, I had made my peace. That's all I could do. The part that I hate the most, 2 months later, got a car accident, paralyzed, and a month after that, he was
gone.
But Skip, that's all I can do. Aaron reached out.
Okay, but the difference was you were already friends.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, these guys are not friends.
Yeah, that's a different
I've been around Sue enough to know I don't think he wants to ever be Aaron's friend.
I don't know if he got any offensive friends.
It's just not how he's built.
He probably don't got any defensive friends if he didn't play with you.
It's not how he's put together.
No.
And I told you yesterday that there's some edge to that Tampa defense, and it starts with that coordinator, Todd Bowles, who is interviewing for another head job, and I would love to see him get another shot.
So would I.
Crack at being a head coach. But he is not he is a great defensive coordinator, and his defenses play right on the cutting edge, and it can get borderline cheap shotty occasionally, but they just play physical football.
The style of defense that they play, Skip, when you play physical defense like that, you're going to get a couple of personal fouls.
You are.
You look at the Bears, you look at the Ravens, you look at
I don't think Todd Bowles minds that
you're
occasionally.
But you're going to send a message.
Yes.
And so now guys going across the middle, or guys looking like, okay, maybe Aaron Rodgers throws the ball because he's expecting Sue to be there, or Shaq Barrett, or JPP.
That is correct. So what are the what's the nickname of Tampa Bay? They are the Buccaneers, which is another name for Pirates. They got some pirate in them on defense, some real-life pirates.
Well, Skip, for the longest time, they had the patch over the wrong eye. It wasn't like the Raiders. The Raiders were the original pirates.
That's true.
The Buccaneers, Skip, I don't know.
Yep, no, I got you. That is true. But these guys deserve to have one patch over one eye. Okay.
They had a patch over both eyes.
Now we're back to what Aaron said yesterday. And could I call for it one more time? Just that quick sound of what he said on the McAfee show yesterday about how there's not going to be any conversation. I just want to play off that.
What's your plan for Ndamukong Suh? Are you going to try to maybe butter him up pregame? What are we doing? Because I know last time you thought you were going to have a meeting at the buses just to kind of hug it out. Where are we at right now?
I completely forgot about this storyline. I am pumped. This is awesome.
I don't think there'll be a whole lot of conversation this week.
Damn.
I wouldn't expect a whole lot of conversation.
Okay, that from a very smug Aaron Rodgers to me is a threat. That is a virtual guarantee between the lines of we're going to be so in charge in this game that he's not going to be able to talk. Because if it's a close game, trust me, to the bitter end, Sue will be in his ear the whole time. As soon as he gets near him, he will be talking in his ear. So I think Aaron is smugly saying, this time we're going to jump up 10-0 and we'll keep on keeping on. And that we're going to win this game effectively 38-10.
You see what his T-shirt said? His T-shirt said, say win.
Okay.
He said, say win. When y'all want to do
Sunday?
this? When you want to do this?
Yeah, say Sunday.
Okay.
So
done deal.
If I'm Sue and I see that, I'm like, oh, so he's just going to shut me up right away where I have no chance to talk. That's how I took that.
Well, Aaron said, Corey Lindsey, handle that.
Huh?
He said, handle that.
Okay, well, Corey Linsley is really good.
Yeah, he's best in football.
He's a first-team All-Pro, man.
Handle that. That's my lightweight. Handle that.
Okay.
O-line, do what y'all do.
Well, can he handle that?
Yep.
By the way, I think Vita Vea just came off IR, and I think he's going to be able to play. He's the other huge run stuffer. Huge. So I'm not sure he's going to see action this week, but if they did get to 2 weeks from Sunday, I think he would see action. But again, he's going to be back. They got McClendon from the Jets. They got other run stuffers in the middle of that line, and they've been #1 against the run all year. But those guys can also occasionally get loose in Aaron Rodgers' face, which will be the key to this game.
Yes.
Sue versus Rodgers will be a key. And I think Rodgers just sort of laid down the verbal gauntlet of, I don't think there's going to be any conversation because there's not going to be any need for conversation.
We ain't got nothing to talk about. I already tried to. I brought out the olive branch.
Yep.
You snapped it, so that we done with that. We
we're done.
We passed that now. I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Really?
I'm gonna be about it.
So, are you guaranteeing we're going to see some more Hingle McCringleberry when Aaron scores?
I got a feeling.
Do you got a feeling? Or might he bring back the belt?
Oh, he might be double checking it.
He might be discount double checking, right? He might be going championship belt.
And you know he used to do the old pump.
Yep. So we would get it all?
He made all of it. Well, I mean, he's going to be enough touchdowns, so he'll have enough celebration.
He should he should dust off the whole repertoire because it's been a long time. It's been 10 years since he's been to a Super Bowl.
Double checking 7.
Yeah.
Pump 14.
Then
McCringleberry 21. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sue, are you watching?
Okay, Sue, you watching?
Sue.
This game going to stay hype. What's the weather going to be like?
It's supposed to be a low of 20 with snow showers. So it's not going to be like freezing cold. It's not going to be below 0. It's not going to be the ice bowl.
It is to them,
but
except Brady.
It will probably be snowing during the game. Those kind of snow showers that's close to that rainy snow, you know, that sort of wet snow. Yep.
Ooh, that's what Aaron Rodgers loves.
Yeah.
That's
who also loves that weather? That sounds like Tom Brady weather to me.
But what about Mike Evans? What about Chris Godwin? They love that weather?
Huh?
Did they love that
You're going to
weather?
have to just go along for a new ride.
Leonard Fournette and Rojo, they love that weather?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. It
They'll
sounds like
learn
a
to.
Tom Brady from the past. He admitted post-game that his blood has thinned, guys. You don't just walk into that environment. It's freezing this time of year in Green Bay. I am looking forward to it. The game will have all the drama, of course, on Fox. We're counting down the days, but good news, guys. Kyrie Irving should be returning tonight. We'll tell you what he had to say about missing those 7 games. Packed show. Don't go anywhere.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't.
And Hingle McCringleberry on that one too, and I wish Sue had done the McCringleberry.
Come on, man. Okay.
Yeah, that would have really made me happy. Okay, now we get to what you talked about. So after the game, Aaron Rodgers says that this is on that same show that we